Hey guys, it's Pilar Newman and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have a really great video set up for you today. This is going to be a copywriting tutorial for how to write sales copy that converts. So if you are someone selling anything to anyone, then this video is going to be a highly lucrative video for you to watch. Meaning you may actually want to bookmark this video, put it in a playlist and keep coming back to it because I'm going to share with you Jim Edwards' formula for how to write a high converting sales letter so that you can sell more of your product or service. Now, everything that I'm going to be going through in this video is in detail in Jim Edwards' book, Copywriting Secrets. Now, you will have access to this book for free. All you have to do is cover the shipping and handling to you, and it is yours with all the formulas, all the templates that you need to write compelling sales copy that's going to sell more of your products. Now, you will see that link down below in the YouTube descriptions. Make sure you go ahead, grab that book and get more of the formulas. But this is going to be the 13-part formula for how to write an amazing sales letter and convert more cold traffic into paying customers. Now, this is me here. I am Pilar Newman. If you're completely brand new to my channel, I talk about how to do affiliate marketing on my channel. I also discuss how to do organic marketing, how to do organic traffic so that you can get more sales to your offers using free traffic, whether that be Facebook, whether that be YouTube or Pinterest. So if that is something that interests you, definitely make sure and hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos such as this. Now, what you are seeing here on the left-hand side is not part of Jim Edwards' Copywriting Secrets book. This is actually part of Russell Brunson's book, Traffic Secrets. Now, he just came out with this book earlier this year. Now, I'm recording this in 2020, so that's the year that this book just came out in. And it's a great book for how to run unlimited traffic to any of your offers. Now, I wanted to go ahead and share with you his framework, which is more of the compressed overall high-level overview framework of how to put together a sales letter that sells, okay? Because I thought this was important for me to put in here, and then we can go ahead and then go through each point in here, all right? So if you are a coach, if you are selling your consulting services, if you are selling, your e-commerce product, if you are selling, a digital product, then this is going to be a framework that's going to work for you. Okay. So the more closely you follow this, the better you'll be able to do with your sales page. So essentially what Russell Brunson shares with us in his Traffic Secrets book is that people, there's always a group of people that immediately buy from you based off of emotion. So there's going to be this first set of people that buy based off of some sort of emotional trigger. Now that can be a story of, for example, how a mother of 3 started her coaching business and went from paycheck to all of a sudden having $1 million business within a year, right? So that would be emotional based selling if someone were to put a video there at the top of their sales page, right? So then there is going to be the second group of people that buy based off of logic. So the people that are not buying based off of emotion are going to then want to read a little bit more because they make more of those logical decisions, right? They're not necessarily, people that buy based off of those emotional triggers. So this is where in the middle part of your sales letter is where you put those kind of logical arguments for why they should be purchasing something, right? So for example, again, let's go back up to the emotion part. Let's say there's someone who is out there at a car dealership buying a new vehicle and they're pretty much intrigued because of the color of this new vehicle, and the horsepower and how amazing they're going to look with the wind running through their hair going down the highway in a convertible, and they buy a car based off of these emotional triggers. Well, they would have to come home. Let's say this person is married, come home and still logically present to their spouse as to why they purchased this vehicle, right? And so the logical piece of this would be, the car gets great mileage. It came with a great, warranty or whatever it might be, and logically present the purchase of the vehicle to their spouse, right? So you have a set of people that buy based off of logic. And then the next group of people that buy tend to be pushed over the edge because of any sort of fear-based marketing. Now that can mean urgency or scarcity. So for example, let's say there is you're still with the vehicle, we're still at the car dealership, and there's an urgency to buy because today's the last day where they have this special offer where they're taking $2,000 off of the price tag. Or maybe today is the last day where they have the sign and drive promotion going on, right? So there's that extra push at the end to get those last people that still need another reason to push them over to the edge to buy, right? So this is the kind of general framework that you want to base your long form sales letter on. And it's really more of like long form video sales letter because video does a lot better, converts a lot higher than if you were to not have video on your sales page, okay? So this again is all done and written in detail in the Traffic Secrets book. So you can go ahead to my link if you want to grab that copy of his book. But otherwise, let's go back. We're going to go into the 13-step process of writing an amazing sales letter via the Jim Edwards book, Copywriting Secrets. This is all detailed in his book. So let's get started. All right. We start with the headline. So whatever your sales letter is, your headline is going to be the first thing that people see. And the purpose of the headline is to attract attention from the right people, right? You want to call out who your audience is. And so here's a quick example that is explained in the book. Attention funnel hackers. How to get all of your sales letters, scripts, and webinar slides written in under 10 minutes without hiring an expensive copywriter. This works even if you hate writing and never want to know anything about copywriting, okay? So there's a lot of components to this because it's not simply just the headline. It's calling out who your audience is. There is a headline and then there's a sub-headline, right? So there's multiple layers that you can put that do comprise the headline. So it's not simply just one line. You can actually buff this up and call out your audience, do the main headline, and then do a sub headline. Okay, so that is number one. Let's go to number two, the shocking statement. So most people are generally in a hypnotic state, not paying attention to what is in front of them. Shock them with a shocking statement of an image to get their attention with an image or a statement, okay? So here's an example. Did you know most people who try to write a sales letter fail miserably? It's true. Some even go bankrupt and lose their houses, right? So that would grab someone's attention who would, be interested in writing a sales letter, and maybe they're not so certain about how to write it, but they see this advertisement or something that goes down their Facebook feed that has this shocking statement, and that may actually get them to stop and click over and want to read the remainder of that, right? So you want to make sure that these components already are put into your, your sales letter, your long form sales letter, because this is what's going to get people's attention and sort of get them to continue to pay attention, right? So number three in this process, define the problem. So defining the problem uses a formula called problem, agitate, solve, which is discussed in detail in the Copywriting Secrets book. Jim Edwards actually puts in a few different examples of agitate, solve, the problem, problem, agitate, solve. He does a few different examples to really, drive it in as to what that means. So when you define the problem, you tell them in no uncertain terms the exact problem they face. Here again is an example. Here's the problem you face. Most people think that writing a book is so hard and takes so long that they can't imagine becoming an author. Okay, so you always want to kind of reiterate whatever that problem is that they landed on your sales page for. Now, don't just take it for granted that they would know that, yes, of course, they may have seen your advertisement and clicked over because of that reason. You have to, reiterate that in your sales page. So define the problem. What is it that they have a problem with that you have a solution for? 4, agitate the problem. You've told the problem, but that's not good enough. You want to make it hurt because the more it hurts, the more they need a solution and are willing to pay you for that solution. So here's an example. Define the problem, right? Whatever that problem was. Now, again, the example here would be, which means you'll struggle with being a fat couch potato for the rest of your life and never live up to your full potential. So this could be for someone who's actually, this example would be, for example, someone who is a fitness trainer who is trying to sell their fitness program or their meal plan or whatever it might be, right? So it could be something like, a lot of people think it is very hard to eat healthy, when they have very little time or when they have a family, which means you'll struggle with being a fat couch potato for the rest of your life and never live up to your full potential. Okay. So take all of these examples and this formula, this template here, and literally plug in to your business. Okay. So just use this template, go down 1 through 13, answering all these questions and plugging them in per whatever it is that you are selling. Okay. Now, I do want to make one other quick note. The higher your offer is, like the more costly that it is, $1,000, $1,500, $5,000, the longer your sales letter really should be, because you really have to dig really deep into the benefits and the features and how this would really help out your ideal client. Okay. So if you have, as a $100 or $500 offer, you still want to use these components. It just doesn't necessarily need to be so extra meaty like someone who would be selling a $5,000 product. Let's go to number 5 in this formula, present the solution. Now you introduce them to your product or service that holds the solution they need to the problem you just made worse in the last step. So here's the example. Luckily for you, there's now a solution. Let me introduce you to the PT Test Survival Guide, a brand new book to help everyone pass their next PT test, right? So I really love the way that Jim Edwards explains everything in the Copywriting Secrets book. So again, if you want to grab a copy, definitely make sure you do that before you leave this video. It will be down below in the YouTube descriptions. Let's go to number 6, use bullets to arouse curiosity. Now, I did this a lot in a lot of my in businesses, in my online businesses. Now, it varies depending on if you're doing e-commerce or if you're selling some sort of a digital product. Your bullets are going to vary greatly, and the formulas for how to write these bullets kind of vary from one way to another. Okay, but there is a chapter in the book where Jim does go and take a deep dive into the bullet formula. But once you've introduced a solution, take your features, benefits, and meanings and use them to build curiosity and desire for your solution. I find that it's a lot easier to write bullet points for e-commerce products, but if you are writing bullet points for your coaching program or whatever it might be, you really do want to dive deeper into, well, not just how that's going to help your ideal audience in terms of monetary wise, but in terms of how that's going to help them with having maybe more time for their family, right? So the monetary aspect of that will help them actually have more time with their family, or have more time to go on vacation with their family, or just take a random day off during the middle of the week. That kind of drives these emotional triggers and whatnot. And then also you do want to put bullet points as to, well, all right, well, what exactly does the program, comprise of, right? So actual stuff too, as to what you have in your program. Number 7, the credibility statement about you. This is pretty darn big, okay? So tell people about you and why you are qualified to bring them the solution. Always answer this question, why you? So when I was selling my Amazon FBA program, when I was teaching people how to sell on Amazon and create an online business selling private label products on Amazon, I had to first show them, well, why should they listen to me, right? And so I had to go ahead and show them all these, not just articles, but all of my results on Amazon over the years, and how I was able to sell $500,000 worth of products in a matter of 3 months on Amazon, how I've been able to sell millions of dollars worth of private label products on Amazon, and how I was able to achieve a lifestyle where I can go ahead, travel the world while, while having an Amazon FBA business, because Amazon was taking care of all the shipping for me, right? So you have to have these credibility statements about you. Now, if you don't have any credibility so far, you can leverage, statistics out there, right? So, for example, if you're someone who is selling an e-commerce program, an e-commerce course, and you yourself don't have any results yet, but you are an affiliate marketer, because at that point, you should not be selling a program to other people about how to sell an e-commerce if you don't have results yourself, right? But you may be an affiliate marketer who is selling an e-commerce program where you can leverage statistics out there, such as, 95% of people who start an e-commerce business fail within the first 6 months of starting their online business. And of course, you would have to back that up with whatever reputable website or news article or whatever it was that found that statement to be true. But that is another way that you add a layer of credibility if you, for example, don't have your own results yet, right? So if you're an affiliate marketer, then that's something that you would do, okay? Let's go over to number 8. So proof, right? Proof answers the question, why should I believe you? Use your testimonials, your endorsements now. Use whatever you have at this point, statistics, quotes, government studies, etc. Anything to establish your proof. Now, this is where it gets a little funny, a little interesting, right? Because a lot of people do take advantage of proof, where they'll do screenshots that have been manipulated, right? And that don't necessarily reflect the results that they have themselves gotten. So you want to use this kind of sparingly with kind of some of these images. You really want to showcase your knowledge, your know-how. And if you have proof in form of testimonials are going to trump proof that you may even have for yourself, because when other people can actually say, hey, yeah, this person actually has helped me make, my first $1 million, or this person has actually helped me make my first $10,000 per month with affiliate marketing, that's going to be a lot more powerful than you just kind of saying, yeah, look, I made $1 million in the first year, right? So if you have any sort of testimonials, that would be the best grade proof that you want to put on your sales page. That is going to convert more people into buyers for you. Okay. If you don't have that, then of course you definitely do want to put your own proof. If you do have actual screenshots of your results, that's definitely what you want to include in your sales letter. Number 9, sum up the offer and give the price. You're getting towards the end of this, right? Your audience, your traffic has seen this abundance of stuff. Now you put this all together in this exact formula that I'm giving you here today from Jim Edwards, who sold millions of dollars worth of products and services based off of his, sales copy knowledge, right? You're putting this all together. And now you're towards the end and you want to sum up the offer and give the price. They're excited now, right? That you've already gotten them to this point where they're still reading and they're interested. And now they're like, okay, well, now what's the offer, right? What is the price point here? So in this section, tell them exactly what they're going to get, when they're going to get it, and how much it's going to cost. Just lay out the fundamentals. What exactly is this? What exactly are they getting it? Here's an example. This is a 6-part coaching program that starts on this date. It will be delivered weekly. There will be time for Q&A. All of that is for X amount of price, okay? This is now where they really just need to know, well, what are the actual pieces to this program? What am I actually buying into now that you pulled me in emotionally and gave me all the logical type of stuff? Number 10, bonuses and pot sweeteners. Now, this is one portion too where it does get people over the edge, where it does get them to say yes to you. So if you have bonuses, special savings, extra services included, or anything else to put them over the top, this is where you tell them about it. Here's an example. This is where you throw in something extra, or not an example, but this is something where you throw in something extra, such as a bonus report, an individual consultation with you, or anything that will make them feel like they are getting a fantastic deal on your offer. So for example, with people that want affiliate marketing coaching with me, and they purchase my program, my videos, right? They also get some time with me. They also get my sales funnel templates. They also get my storytelling templates. They get so much from me that is just included as bonuses on top of just the main offer that they are getting, right? So these bonuses will increase the value of your offer without actually increasing the price. So in their mind, if you are selling your coaching program or whatever your offer is for $3,000, in their mind, now this is sounding more like a $10,000 offer, and they're getting a deal at $3,000 because of all these bonuses and pot sweeteners that you're adding, right? Even adding, a private Facebook group just for people who are in this program is very big, right? Because then everyone's in the same boat and everyone can talk about the same things, right? So that would be a pot sweetener too. So don't disregard that. A private Facebook group for just people who are in this coaching program or are in whatever your offer is, that's going to be a big piece as well, especially if you're in there frequently answering questions or doing 1 or 2 training videos extra per week, right? So ongoing training is always something that people do look for. The guarantee. So this is part number 11. The guarantee is where you take away the risk. It can be a paragraph or a single sentence. Example, not only do we guarantee this unconditionally for 30 days, but if it doesn't show you exactly how to pass your next PT test, if it doesn't help you to get in shape in the next 2 weeks, if it doesn't give you a plan to get ready if you're not ready right now, you kind of get the point, right? We don't want your money. We'll give it all back, no questions asked, no hard feelings. Now, I know a lot of people watching this video may say, wait a second, I don't want someone coming and grabbing my program and then on day 29 saying I want a refund after they've watched the entire videos. Now, if you are someone who is selling a high-end coaching program or a high-end product, a digital product, you're going to get less and less of this because now you're bringing in a higher caliber group of people. So the more expensive your program is, the less refund rates you will have as long as you deliver on that material that you promise. So ideally, you do want to start moving up to doing more high-level type of programs if that is you, okay? Otherwise, if you're someone selling a lower ticket product, a digital product or physical product, this still works very, very well. And I'll tell you why. When you have a guarantee like this, you end up getting a lot more people to purchase. So you're going to end up with more volume, okay? And so even when people do come back and request, returns and whatnot, it's still going to be a very, very small portion of people. Now, I can tell you that too, because with Amazon doesn't allow us as sellers to have our own kind of, like money back guarantee, or they kind of do, but kind of don't, right? Like if you want to return something back to Amazon, and even if it's my product you bought off of Amazon's, website, I have no say in it. the Amazon customer service is the one who's going to say yes or no to you, right? So I just pretty much eat up any of those returns. But guess what? It's less than 1% because of the volume of sales that Amazon brings to my e-commerce products, right? And so right now with affiliate marketing, with affiliate marketing or with any of my programs, it's really just kind of like, is there a large volume of orders coming in? So that's really where you want to be at. So don't worry so much with this unconditional 30-day return policy, but I would highly suggest you kind of getting to that point where you're jumping up and selling more of your high-end programs. You'll have less issues with returns. Number 12. Oh, and the last thing too, by the way, with this is you will build a lot better goodwill with your audience, okay, if you have some sort of a guarantee in place. Number 12, call them to action. We're again at the end. So you've told your buyer everything they need to know about the product. It's time to call them to action. A simple button such as click here to buy now, that's really it. That literally is it. But you actually have to tell people what to do. You would be surprised that if you don't tell people, click this little green button right here, that they literally will email you or message you and say, well, how do I buy it? Well, there was a button at the bottom that said buy now. No, well, you know what? It was, myself that completely forgot to put in that line. hey guys, by the way, buy here with a little arrow down to that button that says buy now. So sometimes you actually have to do things like that. And so definitely do a call to action. You need to tell people what to do. All right. And we got to the last one, the postscript. So this is number 13. This is the PS. 13 steps to writing an amazing sales letter. The final part of your sales letter is the PS. This is where you restate the benefits and tell them again to act now. So here's an example. This gem will sell for $49. This introductory price of $29 is a buy it now before it's gone offer. So act fast. Then you can add another PPS if you really want to. Let's be blunt. If you pass on this offer in a week from today, will you have an ebook written or not? Probably not, right? So you have to get a little blunt sometimes. Like you're at the end. If they haven't made a decision, you literally just kind of take out all your guns and literally just kind of put everything there on them to purchase from you, right? So you just put it all out, and that is what the PS is all about. Now, this is all given and written in detail, again, in Jim Edwards' Copywriting Secrets book. Now, I gave you the summary version of this, and if you do want to grab that book, again, guys, remember, there is a link down below in the YouTube descriptions. Now, if you did enjoy this video, it would really help me out. Again, if you went ahead, like this video as well, subscribe, and if you found value in this video, definitely go ahead and make sure you grab the book from me with my affiliate link down below in the YouTube descriptions. Guys, if you want more videos like this, let me know in the descriptions, or excuse me, in the comments down below. I'm thinking about putting together more of these types of videos on sales copy, but let me know if this is something that you liked, and I will see you again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.